The new female student in the class hanged herself in the nearby woods. She was wearing a red suit. She was wearing heavy makeup. She had a strange smile on her face. There were 3 incense sticks in front of the body. There's a photo of 3 people in the countryside. Class monitor Chen Xiang, deputy class monitor Zhang, and sports committee member Yong. It is winter vacation now. The school has already been closed for vacation. The counselor looked at Guru's body and couldn't help but shook his head and sighed, saying, "Why is this kid so depressed?" Class monitor Chen Xiang echoed, "Yes. Guru is too ignorant. It's vacation time and you're still causing trouble for the teacher." Vice class monitor Zhang Li was so scared that he shrank aside. He didn't even dare to look up at the corpse. This is too scary. Why did he put our photos? Yong on the side also agreed that this man really has a problem with his brain. Not to mention it yourself. He will disgust us later. It would be nice if other students were as sensible as you 3. After saying that, the counselor suddenly turned around and looked at me. You and Guru have the best relationship in the class. Why did he commit suicide? I was just about to say something. Yong and the other 2 were staring at me with gloomy eyes. I was so scared that I dared not speak. In fact, I know Chen Xiang, Zhang Li and Yong often bullied Guru in class. And 2 days before, Guru disappeared. I saw with my own eyes that these 3 people dragged him into the woods. It's just that the counselor doesn't know. Or the counselor doesn't want to know. Seeing that, I stopped talking. The counselor looked unhappy and couldn't say anything. Then you go and put the body down. But what can I do? Hurry up and go. I had no choice. Under the pressure of the counselor, I walked to the body of Guru, holding his legs with both hands. Just when I was about to carry him down, a hand suddenly patted me from behind. I looked back. It turned out to be the guard center. He stared at the corpse of the hired man for a long time. Then he said, with a heavy face, that he had hanged himself. With a smile on his face, wearing red again. I'm afraid something bad is going to happen. After that, Uncle Zhang and I put Guru down. Uncle Zhang also covered him with a white cloth. Seeing Uncle Zhang coming, the counselor hurriedly said to him, "Old Zhang, you came here and Guru's parents died. I tried to contact other relatives to deal with the body. Please take care of the body these days." Uncle Zhang lowered his eyelids, looking unhappy. "Go quickly. This girl is resentful. If he is not buried soon. If it is delayed for too long, I am afraid that his career will not be able to control him." Uncle Zhang's students are all here. Don't keep saying such superstitious things. Uncle Zhang gave the counselor a look at Zhao. People should be conscientious. Don't you know why Nua is so angry? The counselor didn't dare to reply. In Uncle Zhang's murderous eyes, he trotted away from Chen Xiang's tricycle. The counselor withdrew and huddled aside to whisper. I don't know what they were discussing. Uncle Zhang didn't care about them. Instead, he put 3 more boxes on Guru. At the same time, he was still mumbling that the red-clothed Puan Qian was the most ferocious. This girl deliberately wore a red dress and put the photos of the 3 people in front of her. It seems that he wants revenge. Speaking of this, Uncle Zhang took a deep puff of smoke. Then he stared at Guru's body and said, "Poor child. I know you have hatred in your heart, but the memory is gone. I hope you can let go of your hatred soon. I will dare to do it today." Before I finished painting, Zhangshu suddenly froze. I looked at the 3 long incense sticks in Zhangshu's hand. Under the gusts of cold wind, it was burned into 2 short and 1 long. It's terrible. People are afraid of 3 long and 2 short and 1 long. Then Uncle Zhang hurriedly got up and lifted the clothes covering the body. I saw that Guru's eyes, which were originally closed, were now wide open. Not only that, 2 lines of blood and tears flowed down his face. Mar, let me ask you, have you counselors ever put a corpse in a box before? No. Have you ever burned paper? You were not the first one to touch a corpse, right? Who told you to touch me? Our counselor is terrible. I told Zhao to do it, but he didn't do it. Uncle Zhang fell to the ground. It was as if his vitality was drained by the underworld. Red-clothed man appeared. No one can survive. This will hurt you. I'm afraid even my old bones will be ruined. You are the first one to touch the corpse. I am the second. If the queen turns into a ghost in red tonight, none of us here can escape. My mind went blank after hearing this. I hurriedly asked Uncle Zhang, "What should we do then?" Uncle Zhang lowered his eyelids and thought for a long time. Suddenly, he gritted his teeth and said, "Do you want to live? I think you should be obedient then. First, carry the body to the classroom with Juyiki. Afterwards, Uncle Zhang killed the rooster he had raised. He used chicken blood mixed with cinnabar to draw a talisman. He also borrowed a bloody pig-killing knife from the village slaughterhouse. Uncle Zhang pasted the blessing paper on Guru's forehead. He also put the butcher knife behind his head. After doing all this, Uncle Zhang took out a string of worn-out bells. Write it carefully on Guru's ankle. The lucky finger can keep the resentment. The pig knife can seal the murderous aura. Plus the ancestral tomb of the soul. We can only try these items. Whether we can calm this HANGED drifter depends on fate. Uncle Zhang, is there anything I can do? Hide in the dormitory tonight and don't go anywhere. If you hear the bell ring or someone calls your name, hold your breath and don't look back. During the past 3 days, Hong Yuan would not hit anyone unless he was angry. Do you remember? Remember, good kid. Just get through tonight. Uncle will find a way." Uncle Zhang looked up at the sky. He left the room in a hurry. I looked at the body of the hired scholar. I couldn't bear to cover him with a white cloth. Then, just as I was about to leave, it was called the fact. A huge figure blocked the door, forced me back to the room. Chen Xiang, Zhang Li, and Luo Yong were standing at the door. Luo Yong gave me a big slap right away. A slap in the face. 5 finger marks immediately appeared on my face. Did you plan to tell the counselor about that in the woods just now? I didn't. Fuck you. Believe it or not, I'll kill you. Luo Yong, don't curse so harshly. All my classmates were scared. Besides, he promised to keep the secret for us. But is what the old man said in the letter true? It sounds creepy. Zhao Li, what era is it now? You still believe this? Luo Yong ripped off the blessing paper on Kunru's forehead with disdain. Don't tear it off, or you won't be able to suppress the red clothes. Who the hell are you talking to? I'm going to beat you to death right now. At this time, Chen Xiang came over and stopped Luo Yong, who was about to hit me. My father always said that it is better to believe it than not to believe it. After all, no one would have thought that he would dare to hang himself. What do you think we should do, Brother Xiang? We all listen to you. Hee, this is easy to do. We'll know if we give it a try tonight. Didn't old man Zhang say that none of us can escape? Then lock Xiaoku in this room tonight. I want to see if Kuru will really turn into a ghost in red. After that, Chen Xiang and the other two locked the door of the old teacher's house tightly. Before leaving, Luo Yong yelled at me and cried, "Tonight, you just stay here and keep vigil for your employer. After all, we are classmates. I will let you out tomorrow morning. Don't leave. Please, let me out. Shut up. If I find out you're not here tomorrow, you'll die." After saying this, Luo Yong left with the other two people, talking and laughing. After the others left, I turned my back to Guru's body and didn't dare to look at it anymore. About 5 minutes later, I suddenly heard the sound of water dripping onto the ground from behind me. When I turned around, I was so frightened by the scene in front of me that I broke out in a cold sweat. So he is looking at me with wide eyes. Tears of blood flowed down his eyelids, gathered on the ground into a string of numbers. 930 September 30th. Could it be that he was thinking of this? The scene of my first meeting with Guru began to emerge in my mind. At that time, Luo Yong said that my running performance dragged down the class, so I was tied to the basketball hoop. And the teacher didn't care, just reminding everyone to take it as a warning. We should strengthen physical exercise in our spare time. Then the teacher left. After the teacher left, other students were afraid of Luo Yong's tyranny. No one dared to put me down. I spent the whole class under the scorching sun, until I was about to faint. A smiling girl came to my side. He picked up a bottle of water and slowly passed it to my mouth. "My name is Guru. I just transferred here today. Classmates shouldn't bully each other like this. If someone does this to you again, tell the counselor." After that, Guru untied me and let me go. However, the scene was seen by Luo Yong and the other two people in the distance. Since that day, Guru never smiled again. A crisp bell sound woke me up from my memories. When I looked at Guru again, the place where the body was originally lying is now empty. Another ringing sound came from behind me. I felt the hairs on my body stand up. I know that he is standing behind me now. I remembered what Zhang said. I quickly held my breath and dared not take another breath. The sound of the bell kept approaching from behind. I closed my eyes tightly. I didn't dare to look back. Time passed by second by second. My lungs gradually became hot. A feeling of suffocation swept over me. Finally, driven by instinct, I let out a long breath. Just in the next second, a red figure flashed in front of me. At this moment, I felt that my blood was frozen. Where are they? Tell me, I don't know. They locked me in the room and left. After that, I closed my eyes, waiting for death to come. Until 3 seconds later, a loud bang sounded. I opened my eyes again. It would be better if they didn't hit me. He went to find Luo Yong and the others. The next day, just after dawn, rushed to the classroom in a hurry. After learning about what happened to me last night, Uncle Zhang was shocked and blamed me. I didn't expect those three to dare to do this. Uncle Zhang doesn't blame you. I'm fine, aren't I? Good kid. It's good that you're fine. It's good that you're fine. Then Uncle Zhang's eyes fell on the string of blood words. 930. What does it mean? Uncle Zhang looked at me for a long time and told me what happened to Luo Yong last night. He was drowned in the wash basin in the bathroom. He was suffocated by just a pool of water. And Guru's body was also next to him. It seems that he did it. Let's go and play. Your counselor is back from Guru's house. Let's go and take a look. Come to the counselor's office. When the counselor saw Zhang Shu, he immediately stepped forward and said, "Old Zhang, the family of this hired scholar is unwilling to claim his body. They say it is bad luck. Now Luo Yong is in trouble. Old Zhang, what do you think we should do? I will listen to you this time." Hey Amph, now you remember to listen to me. What did you do earlier? That girl has become a drifter in Hongya. From today to the 7th day of his death, there will be someone every day. And he will first come to the person who had an enmity with him in his lifetime. After Uncle Zhang finished speaking, looking at Chen Xiang and Zhang Li, this scared the two of them. Old Zhang, 2 children have been killed now. No one else can get into trouble. Old Zhang, please. Everyone says you are powerful. You must have a solution. I am already old. What can I do? You have to consider the children anyway. You also know the situation of these 2 children. Chen Zhang's father is even more. Okay, Uncle Zhang sighed. Then look at me, Wanner. You must know what the words "gu wrong" left in the classroom mean. Tell me honestly, what does 930 mean? After listening to Zhangshu's words, I subconsciously glanced at the counselors Chen Xiang and Zhang Li. Zhangshu saw my concerns. He said, "Play, don't be afraid. If there is anything, just tell them not to worry about it. And if you three want to live, just behave yourself. If you dare to bully girls afterwards, I will definitely not let you go." The counselor also knows the seriousness of the matter. Just tell me if you are scared and cry. The teacher doesn't blame you. The book is like this. September 30th was a swimming class. Guru was afraid of water and didn't dare to go into the swimming pool. As the sports committee member, Yong used the excuse of helping Guru get used to the water. He was dragged into the deep water by force. He also took the opportunity to throw him into the water again and again, until Guru was about to die. Yong then pulled him up. Afterwards, he pretended to be kind and gave Guru artificial respiration. Afterwards, Guru told the instructor about this incident. The counselor said that it was normal for students to play and fight with each other. He also asked Guru, who had just transferred here, to get along well with the students. Don't be a loner. I told the details one by one with a sullen face. At this time, Chen Xiang and Zhang Li lowered their heads. I don't know if they forgot about it or because they were the ones who ordered Yong to bully Guru. The counselors were all saying it was too much, and asked Uncle Zhang to think of a solution. Uncle Zhang took a puff of cigarette and said, "It's true. This girl turned into a red dress with her overwhelming resentment. The people he attacked every night had clear targets. The bloody number in front of the corpse was the death notice given by the red-clothed man, September 30th. Yong bullied lonely in the swimming pool. So he used the same method to drown Yong last night. Starting today, all of you must listen to me. Wait until the 7 days have passed, and the resentment of the red-clothed man I will find a way to bury the daughter." After that, Zhangshu asked us to go to the bathroom together to move the bodies of Yong and Guru back to the classroom. But just as she got to the bathroom, Zhang Li screamed. Then she fainted on the spot. It turned out that several bloody numbers 1011 appeared around Guru. That is, the chemistry class on October 11th. I clearly remember Zhang Li pouring a cup of highly corrosive chemical reagent on Guru in front of me. It seems that the next person Guru wants to take revenge on is Zhang Li.